Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the season 13 finale. Welcome back to another enticing episode of the Discipline Therapy Podcast. We know y'all are fiends and y'all know what that means. We're serving you your dose weekly of discipline therapy where not everything is completely free, as we're on Patreon for a plethora of exclusive content for you to see. But what is free is it's judgment free, sucker free, censor free, sensitive free, and some liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, and my favorite roll of blunt, but make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that vulgar sometimes, but soulful all the time. Conversations, prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned into the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
We're
We're here.
here. All right. And we are on major listening platforms like iTunes, Deezer, Spotify, oh my Lord, Overcast, Castbox, iHeartRadio, so many. So wherever you like to get your audio entertainment, that's where you'll find us on the Discipline Therapy Podcast. All
All
right.
right.
So we have our season 13 finale. That's crazy. Did you think that we would be doing this for 13 seasons?
Yeah,
See,
man, it's not over. So, I
that's
don't know.
true. Gonna keep on going.
Yeah, so let's see. Tonight's topic is how to open your third eye.
Okay.
So the third eye is a metaphor. People also want to refer to it as pineal gland. Um,
Little
so it's a
pineal.
metaphor. So we, as human beings, have two eyes, obviously. The third eye is in the center. Third eye is a metaphor for intuition. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. First and foremost, I like to do introductions and stuff of that nature where things originated from. So when we look at things like Hinduism, when we look at Islamic faith, when we look at Indians, Arabs, perhaps ancient Egyptians, Asians, Japanese, they have certain rituals, spirituality, practices that where these things originated from. It's been going on for years. Cultures like
Centuries.
Haitian, who have done voodoo. That may be a trigger to some people. It's have a connotation of negativity.
Mm.
Bruteria. So many things. You know,
Santeria, which is different than Brujeria.
cultures, different cultures, or whatever it is, where they might believe in this stuff and where it originated and where it is going and evolved to. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get into it. Like, how do you think how to open your third eye?
Well, I think, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways that you can do it. But I think that in order to open it, you have to see, like there are physical symptoms that people can get when their third eye is blocked. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And, some of those can be like migraine headaches or frequent headaches. They feel like fatigue or lethargic, lots of brain fog and cognitive dysfunction. That's all part of, those are physical symptoms of your third eye being blocked. So, what can you do to unblock that? You know, also besides physical, you have emotional symptoms too, like people can be moody or irritable. They feel detached from others and their surroundings. That has happened to a couple of people that I know, that they feel that way. They lack direction or inspiration, and the main one is they find it hard to trust their own intuition.
Hmm.
So there's certain things that you can do. You can eat certain foods, like blue foods or purple foods, like blueberries, grapes, passion fruit, like, and drinking lavender tea. All that kind of stuff helps. um you know Blueberries, they're very high in antioxidants. That helps. You can journal, write down your thoughts, not just good thoughts. Write down everything that you're feeling. When you're feeling bad, that's a way, like letting go, kind of. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know how to speak, or they're scared to speak, their mind. So write it down, journal. You can meditate. That also, I mean, that takes some practice, because people think, oh, meditating is so you're supposed to quiet your mind, but it's teaching you how to do that in every situation. So that is that's kind of tricky. You got to practice the meditation one, but start learning it, and then you can get really good at it, and it helps in those situations where you're under stress, under tension. um, some people, they like crystals, healing crystals, amethyst, again with the purple theme. Breath work, that helps. You have to learn how. There's different breathing exercises that you can do that can work in getting. It's almost like a high that you get. So that learning how to control your breathing, um, the different methods of breathing, that helps so much. And of course, there's always aromatherapy. I love that. That's one of my favorites. I love lavender, rosemary,
Mm.
all that good stuff.
So I agree with a lot of those.
Thank you.
Certain fruits and vegetables, like you were saying, blueberry, also carrots, sea moss, omega-3, papaya, oyster, dark chocolate, even weed. We
Hmm.
failed to mention that.
I
Even
know.
weed.
It's
Most of the
crazy.
best weed smokers I know are conscious.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
even weed, and you gotta understand which one you smoking. Are you
Hmm.
smoking indica or sativa or a hybrid? I always say this. So the thing is, some people aren't built for it. So for me
For weed.
personally, I've always said it's for me it's like spinach to Popeye
Hmm.
for me. So what it does to you, it does the opposite for me. So maybe you do have sativa, but you have a high tolerance for pain, for meds. It just can't kick
It's
in.
awful.
You
Yeah.
know, your body's built different. So sativa might even make you drowsy. Sativa might even make you not cognitive and lazy and not focus and not be razor sharp or whatever it is. But sativa for me gives me a head high. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
It makes me creative. I could write a whole book in less than a week.
Mm.
It makes
Mm.
me do this, that, whatever it is. You know, let's run some laps.
Yeah.
Gives you that immense amount of energy.
Energy. Yeah.
So indica calms you, calms
You know
could
how
be
how I
anxiety
remember
or
that?
depression.
I remember in the cut.
Mm.
Okay, that's how I remember it because I used to get confused.
I will finish
My
while
bad.
you were cutting
I'm
me off.
sorry.
Um, depression, anxiety. Um, you know, it will induce sleep, you know, because it probably works for people who are have insomnia. Now, me, it does that. But if I was to stay in a calm state,
Mm.
my arms are not moving, I'm not walking anywhere, then in that moment, yeah, I could have it at night and then lay down. I'm gonna be out. But if I have indica and I'm moving around, I'm probably not gonna sleep. Because
Mm.
like I said, it does the opposite for regular people and myself. You know, people who like it's like your body has to get used to it. Like
Yes.
I don't drink like that as much as I used to when I was a lot younger. So now one might get me right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days I could have had like 7 and still been good. Like I'm okay, I'm a little tipsy, but
Oh,
you
drinking.
understand what I'm saying? So it's a practice. Um, so for some people that never did it before, it might be a
So
negative reaction. You know, so it's a practice. That opens up your third eye. Intuition, gut feeling, you pick up on things, people, energies, perhaps, right? This is one of the reasons why when we talk about foods, and I'm gonna talk about foods that block it, some religions, Islamic faith, stuff of that nature, they have fasting going. What's it called?
mm-hmm.
Ramadan.
Ramadan. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So for that reason, or we're fast for like a month and a half, uh, stuff of that nature. Like I know some Muslims, and they will engage in that. Why do they do that? They do that for a benefit, and we're gonna get to the benefits down the line because people will always say, "Why should I fucking do this? Like, what am I getting out of it?"
Mm.
Like I told you, people buy in when they seek something success and benefit for themselves. We'll get into that, but they do it for the sense of being more spiritually connected,
Yes. Yep.
ancestors, God, stuff of that nature, and you're able to manifest more through fasting. Think clearly more through fasting. That's some of the examples. Now, some foods that block it: McDonald's, fast food, burgers, stuff of that nature. These are the things that block it. Fluoride,
Mm-hmm.
things that block it from you receiving, messages from God, ancestors, being in tune, being able to pick up on things, being able to read people. Your bullshit radar is on. All of these things will block it. Bad dieting, no exercising, you know. So there's benefits and activities. I wrote down
Mm-hmm.
some for, opening it up.
Okay.
Getting you more in tune. Stretch, yoga, meditate, working on your intuition, quieting your mind, exercise, lift weights, get sunlight, stare at the moon, words of affirmation. And that can go back to the journal you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Words of affirmation for yourself, because words are power. So every cell in your body hears it and it works to be that I'm the best. I'm the best at what I do. Everything I do, I'm powerful. So whatever I've never done, I can always study it and I will master it. My cells are working in to do that, to be that now.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So those are words of affirmation, not, oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yep.
I'm never good at anything.
Mm-hmm.
I always fuck up.
I hate
I
myself.
gotta be so humble everywhere I go. No, no, no.
That's not
Being
like that.
being confident is too cocky. I'm gonna make other people feel embarrassed and uncomfortable. No, I gotta suppress this. Yeah, I'm a coward. I can't do it. I'm too scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you start to be that. You
Yep.
start to play that. You see what I'm saying? So these are things that's blocking your third eye, as you're speaking to your cells in your body. Okay, so bats with Epsom salt. Third eye. Let's talk about relationship, dating, business, um, you know, investments in whatever capacity, or ROI, return on investments. Um, Intuition. How does that play a factor in dating and in relationship? You think
How does
having
intuition?
it, not having it? Yes,
I
men
mean,
and women.
not having intuition is obviously detrimental to a person. You know what I mean? Like it's those are the bells and whistles that go off when either way, when something you feel is right for you or when something isn't right for you. And if you don't have that, you're going to miss those signs
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to make wrong decisions. You're going to choose in the, negatively.
Mm-hmm.
So having your third eye open helps, with obviously with so many things, but in regards to your question, it will I believe make you more open, open to receive, and you're more confident in yourself because you're confident in your ability to be able to trust your intuition. You know what I mean? If you can't trust yourself, then where's your confidence? You know what I mean? That it doesn't. You have to be able to trust your intuition to trust yourself, and when you do that, you become more whole. You know yourself, so you're able to move in your whatever is aligned with you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that goes with anything: business, personal, work, school, whatever it is. Like, you need your intuition in every, even with like parents, you need your intuition to know about your children. Something's off, something's wrong with your kid. You know what I mean? That's your intuition. That's a parent.
Okay.
Same thing with people who are very, very connected. They can always sense like there's something wrong, there's something off, just by the energy. You know what I mean? Intuition reads all that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what she was saying with breaking everything down, relationship, business, job, family, she used certain keywords. And I'm gonna use examples and scenarios so people understand this, because one of the things she did say was receive. So the feminine is built to receive. And what women want and how they are most present in their relationships and able to receive and stuff of that nature is when they choose properly. And also what they want is the traditional lifestyle, and traditional men, um because traditional men are gonna come with though that old school stuff that they still want to this day because of their nature. So, being the scenarios of the feminine is built to receive, when the feminine is not with the right man, when she feels like she made the wrong decision, but it's something that keeps her there, or she was attracted to him based off superficialities, her spirit doesn't coincide with his. Her spirit is afraid of his. Her spirit is unattracted to him. She's probably um sexually not sexually attracted to him in every way, mentally, emotionally. When she realizes that all of these things subconsciously or consciously, um she's not attracted to the guy but is with him for superficialities, this is when she cannot receive. This is when she cannot accept and submit because her intuition is messed up.
Mm. Yep.
She doesn't have intuition. For the woman is not being able to decipher. For the man, not being able to lead. For the man, not being able to study these cues, what she needs intuitively, how to step up or not how to step up. It's like the modern guy today wants to lead, but is thinking about the potential ridicule, and I don't want to be the bad guy, and I don't want to be seen this, that, too aggressive, whatever it is. I want to do this in his mind, but let me see how she moves with it,
Mm.
and then I'll follow.
Like if she's
For
accepting.
example, something so subtle, just to make them understand. We're walking out together. I wanna pull the door open for her, but let me see how she moves. Is she gonna wait for me to do it, and I could do it, or is she gonna just do it?
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So intuitively, he picked the right woman. He's gonna do that, no question.
Mm. Gotcha.
See. So
Mm-hmm.
how do you build your pineal gland? Conversation as well.
Yeah.
Conversation. Because this is stuff that's gonna just give you information to retain, and you're able to pick up on these cues. Character development, being a good judge of character.
Mm-hmm.
So people may say things, their words, but your intuition is at a high level. You study their actions.
Yeah.
And if their words don't match their actions, you put two and two together and you believe that this is who they really are. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So I've done that a lot with women, with men, friends, ex friends that were in my circle. I've done that a lot. People I hire, business, I
Mm.
do that a lot because people will always say things to make themselves seem like gold. It's very few times you hear people will just really, really say, yeah, well, these are my toxic traits. These are my flaws.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really working on this or I'm not. Or I know about this, but I don't care to change it. It's
Mm-hmm.
very rare. When
Yep.
you go on an interview, you're gonna put on your best face. I'm a real hard worker. Oh yeah? Are you on time? Yeah, I'm always on time everywhere I go. You know what I do? I'm just nodding because I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm reading them. I'm reading them. Okay, let me hire them. Then you on a 3 month probation. That's why you're on a 3 month probation. Then I watch them to see if what they're saying is true. Are they late every day?
Mm-hmm.
Are they a hard worker? No, they're really lazy. I have to constantly motivate them. They told me they're self motivated. They're a hard worker.
Well.
Yeah, like you always say, lot on the application metaphorically
Yeah.
and literally.
Yeah.
So it's just like the relationship. The woman studying the man too, the man studying the woman.
Mm-hmm.
So the woman studies the man adequately to know, am I going to submit? Because women do want to submit. Every woman. Doesn't matter the type. Even the one on OnlyFans who you think is so in her masculine and shit. She wants to submit.
Mm.
You know, subconsciously, that is when they are the happiest. They are stepping in their power. The nurturer comes out.
Yeah.
They want to submit. So if the woman is vetting properly, she's going to submit because she made the right decision.
Yeah.
Her intuition is at a high level. If she's vetting properly and she's walking away, she sees red flags, you know, she's her intuition is high level. She's able to pick up on things, decipher.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, with her intuition being at high level, it comes down to subjectively what does she think is valuable and what needs are going to be met here.
Mm.
Am I safe?
Yeah.
So if I'm not safe, I'm running because my nervous system is up. They might not be able to like identify or say it, but it's subconscious, the gut feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if she's practicing all the stuff, having a clean diet, because I also, with everything you said with the fruits and vegetables and all that, I also think it's important that and I do eat meat, but I'm saying being not necessarily a vegetarian, but cutting the red meat and all that stuff, that's very important also in opening up your third eye. But if she is doing all that, then she's gonna know what all these things mean, the gut feeling and all that stuff.
Mm.
She'll be able to put that a finger on that. Oh, well, that's what this is.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's
People
knowing yourself.
people will be able to tell if you know something's not right around them.
Mm-hmm.
The government, what they're doing, you're watching sports, you see that it's rigged. You're picking up on things, because your
Mm-hmm.
third eye is being woken. 2024 is like the year of spiritual awakening.
It's the
It
year
it,
of the truth.
it may not, yeah,
Yeah,
but
big
this is the
time.
third eye
Yeah.
being open. You know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
get to
Whether
see the
it's whether
truth.
it's a couple of people that set the blueprint that created the path and now everybody's following. Damn, that makes sense. Let me research this.
Mm-hmm.
What they said. Whether it's that or whatever. There's a new world.
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh
old
yeah,
world is gone. There's a new world.
definitely.
It's just, this season, this year is the year for spiritual awakening. So you see it. You see it with that. You see it with people around you and whatnot. So there's certain things that can block your intuition that I didn't mention about, like, for example, alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Too much alcohol. Um, if things can get you out of character, like these substances, your energy is very weak.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you an example. I can be drunk. I'm still gonna be how I am. You know what I'm saying? I might be a little bit more quiet and reserved.
Where
You
some
see,
other
whereas
people,
somebody will be like, "This is liquid courage.
yeah.
I'm twerking all over the dance floor," or the dude
Oh, he's a
is,
tough guy now.
yes, he's a tough guy now.
Mm.
He's more aggressive. He's more, um, I wouldn't say dominant. He's more a maniac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he acts like a shy person.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Because of that. So that plays into blocking your third eye.
Mm.
The woman gets um extremely inebriated and now she's having these one night stands.
Yeah.
But she believes in one man, one woman, monogamy. She's out there being poly, almost
And doesn't
like a
even know it.
swinger.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not poly, but you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm technical, right?
Mm.
But she's, we'll say, promiscuous. because it's
That's
short
exactly what it
term.
is. Yeah.
It's like short term pleasure. It's a
Mm-hmm.
gratification. So boom. So she's going against her morals, right?
Yep.
She doesn't believe. She judges the OnlyFans woman, and she judges the woman who posts her booty cheeks online. But privately, she's still a hoe too, cause she's doing whole activity. Maybe the OnlyFans woman is only fucking one guy. She's a hoe. She doesn't think she's doing anything wrong because she's only having sex with one guy.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same people. It's just like what the society based off what country you be could say what a criminal is. A thief is a criminal and a rapist is a criminal. They're
Yep.
doing different things, but they're
Yep.
both the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the women doing that.
Yep. That makes sense.
You see, so ultimately it's like she believes this, that, but she's out there acting like, oh, you ain't never gonna know
That's
unless
true.
she shares that. She got a
That's true.
closet one, but she's still one.
That's true.
You see, versus the guy too doing something like that. Yo, I don't pay for sex. I value women, male feminists. I value women. I don't pay for sex. Alpha female, too strong for you, blah, 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 blah. But he leads with his pockets. So wait a minute. Does he view women as prostitutes?
Oh, that's a
Does
good
he
question.
really respect women?
That's a very good question, sir.
Something is off there, but will you know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So
Lots of skeleton in those
little
closets.
things around you, people,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not healing energy. They're
Well,
toxic
depending on
energy, so
who.
they're
Exactly.
closing your third eye.
Mm-hmm. You
I'm
gotta
telling you,
choose
there's
wisely.
certain people that I've been with. I'm not trying to boast, but been around me, and they're like, "Why am I thinking about it?" It could have been a guest on a podcast. They came the first time, the second time. Wow, I'm proud of you. You elevated. Your mindset's different, and they don't even know where it's coming from.
That's true.
So it's things, foods, could be people,
Porn.
porn, social media, television shows,
Music.
music, film, closing the third eye, influencing what to follow,
Yep.
evil spirits making us go against our nature.
Well, you know, with the music, there are certain hertz, right?
Yeah,
And certain
sound healing.
right, exactly. Just like there's certain hertz to elevate you, there's certain ones that they can be manipulated to make you feel depressed, to make you feel angry. You know, a lot of those drill music. My son used to hear it and just like even just the words and start getting all crazy, and I'm like, calm down.
Yeah.
You know, there's some musicians used to actually use the specific hertz to make you feel good. And then was that? I mean, obviously that worked
Like,
because it makes people wanna. Like Bob Marley was one.
and I'm on to that, right? So I go back to the strong energy, right? I go back to the strong energy. I'm gonna break it down for you. I said to you I could be inebriated, it won't change who I am. Strong energy. I'm a special individual. I'm not saying I'm the only one of my kind. There's others too, in that one regard. It may not be everything, but in that one regard. There's others too. So they could be inebriated. It won't change what they do. I'm going to give you an example so people forgot. The woman is thinking, monogamy, da 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 da. I ain't a hoe. She gets drunk. She does whole shit. I ain't never going to talk. Look at the woman. She's doing it. Being a stripper, that, whatever it is out there with different dudes getting fucked around, blah, blah, blah. All this other stuff. Doing OnlyFans. So objectifying herself sexually. The man, he traffic maybe shit, traffic shit, but he's traditional man. He talks about how value and stuff, spirituality, morals, principles. See, so the thing is, if they're still staying true to character, they're strong. Their energy's strong. Nothing in the world and substances can affect them.
Yep.
So that's that. You were saying something about I'm trying to remember it. I was getting to strong energy and strong energy. Fuck, it was so important.
What blocks it? We talking about blocking? Hurts?
Hurts. Yes,
Oh,
thank
jeez.
you. Okay, so for me, right, when I'm working out, that's the most intense I am.
Mm.
Working. So I'm listening to that trap music,
To
stuff
make
of
you
the
go,
nature,
to make
whatever.
you,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I have different
Mm-hmm.
playlists. So one of my playlists, for example, driving, I'm listening to more softer music.
See,
Fore,
smart. Yeah.
foreplay, sex. I'm listening to more softer music, R&B.
Mm.
Different scenarios, but during the gym, I'm a beast. I'm
Mm.
in the jungle.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Why am I gonna listen to Sade at the gym? It ain't gonna motivate me to wanna dominate those weights
Mm-hmm.
and run that treadmill,
Exactly.
jump rope and box. It ain't gonna motivate me. So I get what you're saying, but
Mm-hmm.
it also comes down to the benefits. And when you can create when you can have this strong energy, you dictate what you want to influence you
Definitely.
because you're aware, your third eye is open.
Yeah.
So now, um, at the end of the day, they talk about that stuff in the music, and trap music don't mean I'm gonna go out there and do it
That's true.
because my energy's strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm immune to the psychological bullshit.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah, I'm psychologically immune
Mm-hmm.
to it. So now people are gonna want to know, what are the benefits? What the fuck are they talking about? This is a boring show. Somebody could be thinking, this is a boring show. Why would I want my third eye open? Well, this is what we get to, right? We get to the
Mm-hmm.
problem, then we get to the solution, and then we get to the benefits.
Okay.
So, what do you believe the benefits are to even opening your third eye?
You get
Building your intuition.
you build your intuition, you get clarity, concentration, your imagination is better. Obviously we said intuition. Your spiritual perception is, up to par. Your universal connection with others. There's a lot to gain when you have your third eye open. It's not, for all the people who are like, oh, this is boring, it's spirituality, it's hokey stuff. That's because you don't know yourself yet. You don't know the powers that we each hold. And having your third eye open, having that intuition, that's a power.
This is where we come from. So it doesn't. So for people that don't want to hear about it or whatever it is, eventually you will. This is where we come from. Spirituality is what makes us. Because I believe we are spirits in flesh, not the other way around. This is borrowed body,
Mm-hmm.
just like it's borrowed time. So the way you mold your spirit is how you live forever. For example, I'm a god. So obviously, I'm not going to be on this earth forever, but my spirit will
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a god. A god is and a goddess are immortal. They cannot die.
Mm-hmm.
So my stuff will not even die. What I've created, my legacy.
Yeah.
So ultimately, we are gods and goddesses with amnesia. So imagine a god who doesn't know himself or a goddess who doesn't know themselves. It's like the lion who was taken out of the safari, tranquilized, and now the tamer teaches it to jump on command to entertain the people that pay to come to the circus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So now the lion doesn't know itself. It doesn't know that it's an apex predator. It doesn't know that it's built to be a leader, that it is built to have a pride, to provide and protect.
Mhm.
The goddess doesn't know that her job is to serve, that her job is to get in tune with her spirituality because she controls that realm. And if she's in there and tapped in, she could operate at her optimal level. She's
Yep.
not aware. So she gets into feminism.
Oh Lord, yep. That's true.
Yeah. Getting her out of her power. The irony, strong independent is weak.
Well, that ties into a whole other topic that we can do,
Yeah.
because why do you think that we have all these fast food restaurants around? Why do you think we have all these,
To make us forget that we are gods and goddesses with
exactly,
amnesia.
so that the goddesses can what? Go
No.
and I'm an independent woman. I can go and do an OnlyFans and I can make
Yes.
my own money.
Because it gets
It's
them
all
out of their power.
exactly. It separates the family.
Feminized men gets
Yeah.
them out of their power. We look at things today, also, what we're absorbing. You want to go watch Family Matters with Steve Urkel as the star, Joel White? You got to look for it. It ain't everywhere. Why? Because back when you watched that, you saw family.
Mm-hmm.
You saw, especially the black community.
Yep.
You saw the family. You saw how it was. You saw how the father disciplined the daughter and the son.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what it was. You know, when you go to certain things, it's like, what are we being portrayed as now? As especially black people, Hispanic, what we portrayed at is in film.
Yeah.
We not that boss that's sitting in the office having the white guy come and say boss.
Yep.
We playing the drug dealers still. We playing the rapists.
The junkies.
We playing the ones that, yeah, they're the most aggressive. They don't have controlled aggression. They always angry. They always this. They always that. That's what we expect. We playing the robbers. We playing the killers.
The junkies, the hoes, all that.
You know what I'm saying? So if we are not cognitive of this, it affects us. This is the byproduct of our pineal gland not being open. You know, so the benefits allow you to dominate. It allows you to operate in your power. It allows you to be catapulted in whatever endeavors you want to get into. It allows you to be present in the relationship. It allows you to vet properly. So the woman can submit and the man can be like, she's worth it for me to provide and protect.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's not, oh, I'm getting with them for superficialities. Provide and protect is in my nature, but I'm not going to because I see her as a whole. I'll never tell her that. She does whole shit online, but I never tell her that because that's just disrespectful. That's really not how you should talk to your woman. The woman is like, you know, I'm really into giving my all. I'm a traditional woman. You know, I'm used to being submissive and cater to my man. But I get with a guy who's really not deserving. But he got money though. Kind of fat. Not that attractive. But he got status, connections. Could be my come up. I'm really trying to get over here.
Yeah, but do you think a woman who's really like not, you know, how you said that she's like, I'm really submissive, but he doesn't, like, if they're really submissive, would they even think the second part of that though? Like, well, he got money, because it wouldn't be in her nature to
Their
think
third
like
eye. Their third eye is closed. They're jaded. They're not healed. They're jaded. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Like they could have gone through a trauma.
Because think about it, right? Think about it. Somebody that used to do something, why they don't do it anymore? If that's what they do.
Because something happened?
Yeah. Gotcha. So if the woman is like, yo, I did that already.
Yeah, gotcha.
But she will go and say to you, oh, I'm never doing that.
Yeah, it's a trauma that
how does that make sense? You did that plenty of times.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing with a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're dominant now, but you never was in the past. Fact or no?
Yes, of course, fact.
You see what I'm saying? So what's making them be that now? So you telling me along the line you changed? What? How? What changed? That's the man. If the woman was always submissive, feminine, and reserved, why she got her OnlyFans now? Whoa. Whoa. You out here having one night stands like it's nothing? Whoa. Talking crazy, acting crazy. When you get in a relationship, you pointing at him, being all dominant, challenging him. Hit me. You ain't a man. Baiting him. You was never like that. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened along the way?
Yeah.
Your pineal gland's fucked up.
Yeah,
Your
definitely.
intuition's not there. Spiritually evil.
Yeah, gotta clean that up.
Yeah. Gotta detox yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so why? There are so many different things. Yeah, I'm submissive in this, that. But yo, who's gonna pay these bills? So that's why she might do it. Well, now you're saying maybe she's not submissive in this and that. You're right. You're right in a sense. Because the reality is, if no matter what circumstances, something changed along the line, you was never that. Because the thing is, it's conditional for you. So you was only that way because you had a specific man that made that a strict thing. But you was never like that. You never really was like that. Robotic type shit. A man, so you was always providing and protect back in the day? How come you don't believe in that now? Was that woman making you step up? And nowadays you're just like, you know, I ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna fuck with hoes. And I don't see hoes getting the benefit. But I'm just gonna use them for superficial shit. But I'm really this.
Yep.
It doesn't work. It's a contradiction. It doesn't work. Right? So it's not who they are.
Yep. Or like you said, they're jaded.
Opening the third eye is we are gods and goddesses with amnesia. Certain abilities you have, find out why.
Like
find
what?
out your bloodline. Find your ancestry. Know about your race. Know where you come from. Learn from your traumas. Know your triggers. Know yourself. Set boundaries.
Yeah.
Dictate the energy you want around you. And dominate the energy you want around you if they're not on that level and you know you are.
Definitely.
Your friends, if you are higher than them, you do not downgrade to their level to stay friends. You boost them to get to that level mentally. Because he could make more money than me. I could make 90, he could make 120.
Yeah.
But ultimately, mentally, especially if you hold me high regard, I'm going to get him on the same wavelength mentally. I don't have to force him.
Exactly.
Because he holds me in high regard, right? Y'all friends. So if there's friends, there's a lot of mutual things there. So if one of the things is he respects you, she respects you, and you are on that level mentally, she's going to see, well, tell me what's the benefit.
Yeah.
Let me see your result. I respect it because I see results and you're in a good position in life. So you probably incorporated these disciplines. I got to follow this because I'm not on this level.
That's true. But that's also, you have to find people that align with you. Like, you know, you could be friends with somebody for a long time and they're just on a different journey than you are right now.
Yeah, but mentally and the energy similar.
Yes.
You know, you could be on different journeys, but that's what keeps it. It's just like a relationship. You either grow together or apart.
Yep.
Friendships, you either grow together or apart. In that regard, you can operate the way you operate and stay consistent. And that's the only way the friend will adjust. Only way. Then they're not going to think you're joking. I'm going to give you an example. A woman gets into a like dominant submissive relationship.
Okay.
Her friends are like, that's not who you are. She is operating in there very well. Happiest I've been, da-da-da-da. It's not what you think. I'm not a slave. This, whatever it is. She's starting to see the success of it. Now, because the thing is, remember I said the operative word is consistency. You just met the guy. So the friend is like, why are you doing this? I've never seen this before. I've known you for a while. I've known you for 15 years. I've never seen this type of character in you. And it could be a man too, if we flip it on the man side. Boom. So now she sees you consistently happy, consistently present, consistently elevating, consistently the new things you're even teaching her. Oh, I learned that from my man. Really? Now she has a different level of respect for him, and she didn't never met him. So now she's seeing a year goes by, 2 years go by, 3 years go by. They're still together. See? That's the only thing that makes her jump aboard.
Because she sees that it's working.
And she might be like to a point where, because maybe her relationships have failed. Out of those 3 years, she had 5. And now she's like, I'm jealous of you. Maybe she don't even say it. She just keep it to herself because a lot of women won't admit that. The guy might be like, I'm jealous of him. Oh, I'm jealous of you, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
they're seeing some type of success.
Yeah.
No matter fights or whatever it is. Damn, they still together? I've been through 5 relationships. What? These men don't exist. And I'm just giving you an example. You talk about maybe a job. Girl, why are you in that job? I've never seen you be able to do that. They're in there for like 2-3 years, whatever, got pension and all that. They think, oh shit, she really likes that.
She's doing well in that. Good for her. That's what they should be saying.
Yeah, that's what changes. So the benefit is all these things, building emotional intelligence. That stuff is going to help you with business. It's going to help you in your relationship. It's going to learn you to decipher for, not overreact. Calm down. Remember I told you when I'm upset, really, really pissed off, especially somebody I love, I need time.
Who said that in this episode?
No, I said it in prior.
Okay.
I need time. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to punish you right away. I need time. I need to think about things. I need to see if the punishment fits the crime. I need to come up with something creative. It's not going to be a spanking. It's going to be emotional, psychological. I need to come up with something. I need time to reflect, because if I was to react right away, it would be yelling. It'd be this. It'd be possibly saying things I'm going to regret, don't mean.
Right.
Calling her out her name. Yeah. But I'm like, I've never done that. Never called a woman. And I'm like, well, the bedroom doesn't count, but that's consensual. Yeah, I never called her out her name. So this is on character. I need time to reflect. It helps you with emotional intelligence, even in your relationship. Definitely. Your job. You're not going to go in there and not like your boss say, yo, I'm going to punch you in the motherfucking face.
You need that job. You need to stop and think about what you're saying.
Ladies, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you're flipping burgers. I respect all jobs. You picking up garbage. Yep, I treat the janitor the same way I treat the CEO. You picking up garbage, you're cleaning. No matter what, you don't like the way a customer, right? Fuck these burgers. Let me take this burger and throw him in his face. Now they don't sue you. They sue the company and the facility.
Yeah, but your ass is getting fired.
That's why I'm saying emotional intelligence. Yeah. Well, it helps you with that. Your third eye helps you with patience, helps you with discipline, helps you think before you act, help you be calculating. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're highly emotional, overly emotional, a man or a woman, you got the fog you was talking about earlier.
Yeah, brain fog.
And if there's a brain fog, your third eye is shut. So in that moment, you're not going to be able to think rational, do rational things, say rational things. You're going to do illogical things. Then you're going to be regretting it later. I guarantee you, and I don't want to boast, a lot of exes are kicking themselves.
I thought you were going to say because it leads you to make bad decisions. And I was like, yeah, you could go to jail.
A lot of exes are kicking themselves. A lot of guys, oh man, I really should have been this, been that. Regret. It's the one that got away. No. Oh man, I really needed that job. Fuck. Really needed that job, yo. Maybe if I would have just kept my mouth shut and been more psychological, I could always bring some attorneys in this motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let them do the work for me. Instead of me actually going off, damn, that was a good job. I got to do what I want, but got a pension.
Not no more.
You see, so it allows you to decipher. Dating market, business, friends, family.
So many
like
things.
You were saying, your children. What you're going to be able to provide, how you're going to be able to manage. Putting your pride and your ego aside. If I kick him out of my kid's life, how would that affect my son? Specifically, us, my son.
And daughter. We've seen what
Yeah,
happened when
yeah,
girls
you're
have
right.
daddy
When they don't,
issues.
yeah, yeah, you're
They
right.
wind up,
You're right.
some of them
Daughter,
wind up doing only.
daughter, but mainly son, based
Mm-hmm.
off the masculine and how you should be a man. The woman can't teach him that.
Nope.
Not
Nope.
thinking logically. Third eye is shut, closed.
You're being
So,
selfish.
so I've had certain abilities when I was younger, did not know about a term, did not put a term to it, did things subconsciously.
What's the term?
Oh, I'm having your third eye open, intuition.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna tell me something
You know,
like a
like I was,
different
like for
word.
example, I was a dominant before I knew of a term.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing. You pick up on certain cues. Like
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like why would you feel like, yo, something just doesn't make right? Something just doesn't sound right. Something doesn't look
Yeah.
right.
Like your spidey
So
senses go.
yeah, something
Yeah.
is off. You don't put a term to it. You don't know, right? But your subconscious knows. The spirit in you is kicking your belly. That's why you have a stomach ache. It's punching you in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, what's going on? Blah blah blah.
Pay
Spirit, divine assistance, divine assistance. They're trying to get to you. The gods, the ancestors, God, trying to get to you. You know, it's like you got a force field. They can't speak through you.
Mm-hmm.
They can't speak to you. You can't hear them. You can't
No
see
messages,
them.
nothing. Yep.
You know, and you can't be connected to them.
Yep.
Because all these things that are blocking the third eye, that's creating a force field so they can't get through.
Mm-hmm.
So we're god and goddesses with amnesia. Back in the days, they lived 3,000 years old, 2,000 years old, and stuff of that nature. Was not having us live that long anymore. See? Okay, things have changed, technology, etc. So, you know, at the end of the day, there are certain things to get us back in our power, our ability to manifest, our ability to dictate how our day is going to be,
Yep.
our ability to speak the power in us, words of affirmation, to take us to the next level and catapult and build this confidence, to have this confidence, to remember what you've done, to remember that you have a special talent, to remember that you have a special purpose on earth.
Yep.
Your purpose is not mine, mine is not yours.
Everybody needs to find what their purpose is.
It comes down to how you're going to give. That's what I believe everybody's purpose is. Whether you're going to serve, whether you're going to help, it's how you're going to give. And then it's what you're going to do to build the next generation and legacy and leave behind.
Yeah.
That's what I believe it is. People's purpose. We all got different purposes.
Right. A different way of doing that. A different way of getting back to the collective. Yeah, I agree.
Because you know how you could go to certain things, because I used to go to church every Sunday, and what led me away was everyone, whether it was a Dominican church, Puerto Rican church, Haitian church, American church, they always used to talk about the same thing. And it was, oh, money, 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 money. You're not going to be saved. You're not going to heaven. Money, money, money. Then I started thinking, when I was younger, I was like, yo, the pastor doesn't get paid. He's doing this in the kindness of his heart. 1, 2, they have a free space. Then I started getting older. Wait a minute. How are they paying for this space?
Yep.
But wait a minute. I saw this dude pull up in a, what? Escalade?
In a
So I
nice
started thinking, I'm
suit.
like, do you have a job outside of this? Nah, this is what I do. Oh shit, they have programs from Sunday to Saturday. So in that 7 days, is people still giving money, offering?
Yep.
They did offering twice in one day, or whatever the 4 hours or
Sometimes
3
it's like
hours.
3.
So wait a minute, is this just being in a safe somewhere? Nobody's touching it. Oh, so this is where my bread is going to. Oh, I could give it to the homeless guy. I'll be blessed. I'll be blessed too. Wait a minute. The homeless guy say he needs something to eat. I don't know if he's lying. He's hustling out here all day wearing those clothes. Maybe he's hustling or whatever it is. My intuition kicking in. Maybe he got driving a Lamborghini when he don't know this is 8-hour job every day. Maybe he does 6 days extra though overtime. Maybe he lying. He gonna buy crack with that. You want something to eat? Come with me. Let's get you something to eat. And if you don't want that, I know you lying.
Yep. Definitely.
Oh, you ain't got no shoes? You ain't got no. Oh, I'm gonna go and get some sneakers that I ain't used yet. Send that to DR. Send that to Haiti.
Give away your
You,
stuff.
you want some? I don't wear this anymore.
Yeah.
So, in a sense of intuition, it plays a factor with everything. Then you glow. Some people could see other people's aura.
Mm-hmm.
They're special people.
Jay can do that.
You could see
That's
aura.
cool. Yeah.
And that's how you make your judgment.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, so ultimately, when somebody dives into everything that I talked about, they get to their God mode. Because everybody can tap in.
Oh, yeah.
But not everybody wants to put in the work. Well, that's why I'm talking about the benefits. Because people are only going to put in work and try to buy in when they see benefits. So selfishly, like, what am I getting out of it?
Yeah.
Who cares what you're talking about? You're probably saying all the great stuff, but what does this have to do with the fucking Brooklyn Bridge? And who cares? What am I getting out of it? You see? So if they could see what they're getting out of it and where it's gonna, like, kind of like a psychic, and that's power
Yeah.
too, because
Yeah.
when you're in tune, you have psychic abilities.
Yep.
Those are also God powers
Definitely.
and goddess powers.
Yeah.
So when you could see this, you're like, yo, there's results there, positive ones.
Only positive ones.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think there's any negative to doing any of this to open up your third eye. Like, where's the negative in it?
Inconsistency. That's the negative.
If you're inconsistent in doing these things.
Yeah.
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 But
That's the negative.
there's nothing negative about, meditating or, eating well. Like, we're naming things that is
consistent.
At the end of it, though, it's still, all of it is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're eating better. We're telling you to exercise because that's going to help,
Even your brain.
Exactly.
Oxygen to the muscles. The brain is a muscle.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
So,
You say it's going to help all that, the major components in the body, right? Mind, body, soul.
Everything.
And I said this in an interview. It was the evening experience. This was like back in 2019. I went on their platform. Shout out to Mac357. I said that I vibrate on a high frequency. Like, what does that mean? I practice and I engage in the things in the human body or activities that may not be verbatim that are going to strengthen the major components in the human body: mind, body, soul. I read, I meditate, I exercise, I go to the gym or I work out at home. So the bad weather did not stop me from skipping a week. I incorporate discipline. I meditate. I get in tune with my ancestors. I'm always out there on a full moon. I talk to the moon. I stare at the moon. I say my affirmations. I write my journal. What I write manifests into reality because I have a power. So it's either I speak, I write, I think, I do. I have these powers, and as I'm tapped in, I saw the results. So you gotta realize, you gotta know, you gotta find out what your power is.
Yeah.
You gotta find out what your powers is. One of my powers can be elevation, inspiring, impacting, changing lives, save people from committing suicide, save people from relationships.
Definitely.
Situations, elevated, motivated them because they're like, yo, there's a lot of hustle in him. I gotta be on the same level. Yeah. He inspiring me to finally get that book jumping.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You did that for a few people too.
So you gotta find your power. You gotta believe you're a god. You gotta believe you're a goddess and a king. And then act like it. The words have to match the words have to match the actions, because we might be able to think, we could run from the cops, like Nipsey said, but eventually it's gonna catch up. Karma. So the thing is, like, you could put on a front for social media.
I was just
so once the cameras go off, because we could be whatever in the virtual, right? So if you, for example, if you are portraying something in like a movie or whatever, it's like, oh, I'm gonna give you, okay, let's do this. No homo. Pause. I just to each their own, but I got strict morals on that. They say to me, I think you'd be great playing a great role to emasculate me. We're gonna pay you this amount of money, but you gotta kiss a man on screen.
Mm. That's a big old negative there.
Yeah, you gotta take this up the rear.
Mm.
You gotta wear a dress. You gotta play a very soft guy on here. Don't think of it as anything. People don't matter. It's the virtual world. In the virtual world,
It's
we play
fake.
what we aren't. It's
Yeah.
entertainment. It's not a big deal. It's gonna be laughs and giggles and stuff. So if I do that, that's who I really am.
Right. You have to
Because
live
it comes down to
authentic
morals.
self.
Comes down to income versus integrity.
Income, you said?
Yeah. Remember I told you they were offering me something?
Money, yep.
Yeah. So my integrity.
Right. Which one's
Yeah.
more important, money or your integrity?
Yes. My integrity even behind closed doors. Like I've told you scenarios and I've always been consistent. I've named them episode 20. Episode 20, season 2 finale. When I talked about that woman that wanted to do that, it looks nice, let me eat. And I'm like, no, ain't nobody gonna know. I am. So when I look in the mirror, it is a big deal because it's me, got nothing to do with you. I'm not judging you based off your kinks or your fetishes. I like some weird shit too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging you for that. It's me.
Yeah. It's how you look at yourself.
Yeah, so the reality is it comes down to this. Are you a god or not? Are you a wolf or a sheep? Just like Denzel said to the other character, I don't know his name, in Training Day. A wolf or a sheep? You know what I'm saying? Denzel said that Training Day.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, like, you gotta feel like, who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you?
That's the most important question that you gotta answer.
Who are you? So ultimately, I do that on screen, kissing the guy. I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
I let her do that behind closed doors. I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
You know, so it comes down to I love me first. That's why I'm able to
That's how it should
dominate.
be.
That's why I'm able to dominate. Many people don't think like that. See, it's okay for the woman to say, I love me first. When she's in a relationship that is traditional and she's getting back into her nature, because she's only going to get back into her nature in a traditional relationship. When she does that and she says, like, you know, I'm, stubborn with this, I'm selfish, I love me first, she's good the way she's feeling.
Okay.
That man is making her feel present there, the most she's ever been present. And that presence, the byproduct is her catapulting in everything she wants, endeavors, whatever, elevating. He's also teaching her. He helps me hold myself accountable. He's making me grow up as a woman. I'm not a child in a woman's body. He's doing that for me.
No.
And it's healthy.
Yeah, it's helping.
So
her
now
grow.
she's like, yo, I love myself. And now that is playing in a factor of her constantly doing this stuff, other pleasing him and stuff of that nature, because it makes her feel good.
Yep.
You
they
see?
have like a cycle going.
Yeah. So it's like
He pours into her, she pours into him. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. The inconsistency is the conditional submission. The inconsistency is conditional leadership dominance.
Yeah.
It's inconsistent. And that inconsistency is what's going to lead to self-destruction.
Yes, definitely.
You
Not
know,
knowing yourself.
so the traditional man and woman relationship, business, whatever you want to say, family, stuff of that nature, God is in them because they're most likely getting into their spiritual side. You know, they're most likely dominant or submissive, and they're able to operate how God created them to operate. And that is the law. You following God's law. And that's why you get everything successful. You're always happy. You're not stressed out. I've said this in shows. The way I am, I get with the woman who's well, she is going to be opposite, obviously, but who's similar. That's better to say. Who's very similar, mirror of me. And I just think, well, I can just make her adjust a lot.
You can't. You said you can make her adjust.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can make her adjust a lot. She's not submissive at all. She told me she's never been ever. She's been in multiple relationships, past failed relationships. She told me she's never been. I get in that dynamic and I'm stressed. I'm this, I'm that. I have to suppress my masculinity. It's making me upset. I have depression now. I have anxiety because I cannot have control, and it's not now. I'm not balanced.
It's not natural for you.
So now, I'm not getting now it starts to play into my health.
Yep.
Health,
Definitely.
like I'm tired all the time.
Your shoulders
Don't
and
have
your
energy.
neck hurt.
My
Yep.
neck hurts. My back hurts. Damn, I can't even get her to give me a massage. She gonna
Your
bitch.
stomach hurt.
She be like,
Everything.
you gotta do it for me first. You gotta do. I can't do this. I can't do that. Can't get a home cooked meal. I can't. I'm just sick now. In every way, mentally ill,
Yep.
physically ill, sexually ill. Like she ain't even
Emotionally.
giving it to me when I want. It's always got a headache. Damn, like it's been a week, 2 weeks. Maybe it's another guy that was in poly before. You wanted me to be monogamous. I gave up these ones. Hey, now you bugging because I want to fuck all the time? You can't handle it? You say you was going to be my all, my everything. Because, yeah, you realize you can't be a man's everything. A man could be a woman's everything, but a woman can't be a man's everything. You realizing that now. So it's like, you got to be one thing. Because you ain't built to multitask, baby. It ain't in your nature. You operate the best when you doing one thing. So it's like we not getting in our power. Yeah. That's gonna make us sick. That's what it comes down to. So they want to know the benefits of this episode. When you get back into your power, your pineal gland is open, your third eye is open, your intuition is high level, you're gonna be healthy.
You're gonna thrive.
Toxicity won't be around you. You know what I'm saying? When it's in your vocabulary, it's gonna be for you to teach what it is. You know what I'm saying? But everything's gonna be healthy. Healthy mindset. You're gonna be focused. You're gonna dominate. Your memory gonna be high level. You're gonna be able to decipher better. You ain't gonna be able to get tricked by the dude and the woman. You're able to be present with your kids. Dominate family, set order and law, because you know that the spiritual structure is God over man, man over woman, woman over children. That's the spiritual structure. So he submits to God first. God appointed him to lead because he ain't here. So you got to respect him because he's in the image of God. When you can balance these things within the major components of your body, you will elevate to your optimal level. You will be healthy, not toxic. There's a lot of things you're absorbing, people you're around, whatever is hindering you from blessings. It's hindering you from elevating in life and getting what you want, and it's hindering you from being healthy.
Yes, definitely.
Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Those are the benefits to opening your third eye and being able to be in tune. Those psychic abilities are high level. You know what I'm saying? You dictate how you want your life or your day to go. You speak to the power in you. Act accordingly. And you do a kind thing or two. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely. You do a kind thing or two.
And be grateful.
There are a lot of evil people out here.
Ugh.
who you may think is, because they're public figures or whatever, but they don't do a lot of things. Pedophilia, it's a lot of stuff.
Yep. Trafficking.
Morally, trafficking
Yeah.
is immorally.
Yeah.
They're evil, and they will do anything for the dollar.
Yep.
They would do anything. Oh, this was the last resort. I couldn't do anything else. This was it. I couldn't be there. I couldn't be in that rut anymore. I couldn't be in that space anymore.
Yeah.
So it's consequences. It's not gonna, it's not gonna last too long. This year is the year to expose shit,
Oh yeah. Lots
and
of.
people are getting exposed.
Oh yeah.
So like I said, Nipsey said it. And he used that metaphor as in life of, oh, you might be able to run away from the cops, but it's gonna come back. That was a metaphor. I don't know how many people picked up on that when he had that interview when he was alive. That's a metaphor for life. He's talking about karma.
Yeah.
So no matter what you did in your past, maybe you were ignorant, your third eye wasn't open. You can't be doing the same shit if you're a 30-year-old, 35-year-old, 40, 50. You can't be doing the same shit you was doing at 15.
Where's your growth? That's what life is about. You gotta grow.
It comes down to your growth as a human being and really what type of legacy you want to leave, men and women. If you care about your legacy, you'll move different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be different. Sometimes they say kids change people. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's bad. And that comes down to, why did you want them? Did you want them because you saw that and a man could be thinking like, well, I'll say male, because a man ain't gonna think like this. A male could be thinking, oh, all my friends got married and got kids. The woman, oh, my friends, oh, they make me depressed. I need to be there too. Competition, jealousy, envy. I need to be there too.
Or to
See?
trap them.
So the reason you had the children, or to trap them, come up, the reason you had the children was not even positive.
Right.
You didn't even want them for that.
Not
it was
for the right
selfish
reason.
reasons.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with them. And that's why you have no problem kicking the man out of the household or whatever it is. Or the man is just what would a man do that would not be thinking about his family and his kids?
What would a man do?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the only thing that a man would be either another woman or work. That will not make them think about.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Another woman doing it in front of them to see? Because there's a lot of men that do it behind closed doors until they get caught. So you mean in front of them, like what would it be to affect their family? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like a woman that has an OnlyFans, for example, she's married, she has kids, she has an OnlyFans. Kids, it's been hidden for a while. They get older, and you know how kids are with technology. They found you. Damn, mom, you didn't tell me about this. I found out from my friends at school. See how it could be detrimental? So I'm asking you, how would the man, like I'm genuinely trying to find out, scenarios. Like how would the man affect his son's mental health? Him being feminine? Him thinking, oh yeah, I could be a woman. The son saying, yeah, I could be a girl. Like what would affect him in the household if the woman wears the pants? So now the son is like, oh, authority is in women.
Yeah,
because my dad's a bitch. Oh, authority's in women. Okay, so I could be a transgender. Would that be the thing that could affect the family? Him not being in his masculine? Because him being in his masculine is going to bring certain principles and laws for the kid to want to be a man too? Lead and provide and protect?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe no.
I kind of just came up with my own scenario.
Yeah, you did. I was gonna say, what if he's in jail? Like, what if he's a murderer, like a hitman?
Okay. Yeah.
Or something. Like,
there you go. You see how I'm raising your intuition?
You see? Right up there. I'm like, I don't know. It's because you give examples, and then I'm like, oh, that's what he means.
You're right. That could be a major factor. Yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, no matter what you're doing right now, you may think, okay, I'm not hurting anybody. but I know for a fact how much impact I can create. So there's a lot of things that, like, I make sure I say the right things. You know what I'm saying? I keep it real, and I give great advice. I don't lead people in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell a man like, yo, go out there and just smash whatever, whenever. It doesn't matter bodies. You know what I'm saying? And then tell the woman, yeah, preserve that type of, power. That specific thing is valuable. So don't preserve that value. You
For
see,
sexuality?
what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like at the end of the day, like there are double standards, but leading by certain examples and staying consistent is what's gonna make people buy in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
The
consistency.
the way women come into my potential dynamic or with me, and based off they see me online, because back in the day, social media didn't exist, right? They already study, watching the show, listening to me, seeing how consistent I am. Other people, like for example Daphne, coming on and saying how long she's followed me. She finally was in studio from
That was
Australia.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
you ain't switched up since the time I knew you. Other people validating that. They're gonna come in and have hope.
Of changing you?
No, they're gonna come in and have hope because remember, they studied me long enough. They're gonna come in and have hope that masculinity exists because I never switched up. The way they're gonna regress and not have hope is if they're like, because I've had women that said that to me, you're our last hope. The guys that we thought of, famous dating relation coaches, I don't want to give them more clout because I don't promote that type of energy. It's like, oh man, he was fooling us for a long time. They were fooling us for a long time. Now they're jaded. Now they have PTSD.
Yep.
So I literally save lives because I am how I am. That if I switch up, even the woman coming in, if she feels like she could eat or stick something back there, and knowing that I said shit, she's not just gonna feel like I'm special because I was the only one to do it. I talked about this already. She's not gonna have hope.
Because you went back on what you said.
Yes, she's not gonna have hope in no man. And it could be one woman, two women, three women. They could look at me specifically, and I'm not trying to boast. It's just I'm up here, so I'm talking about me. It could be me specifically that they say, because of him, he proves to me that there are good men out there, that there are still dominants and old school traditional.
Yeah.
You see? It's not going to happen. But if I was to switch up hypothetically, then it's going to make them regress so much. Like, yo, they was on level 10 being around me, following me, whatever. Now that happens, I bring them all the way back to level 1.
It's like you burst their bubble.
And now it's gonna be hard to even get to level 2. We're not even talking about going back to level 10. It's gonna be hard to get back to level 2.
Yeah.
Any dude she meet out there, it's
if he could do it, if he could disappoint
they
you
ain't
like
no
that,
hope. They ain't
hope.
They ain't hope for you.
Exactly. You're just don't even talk.
Ain't no
You're
hope
just
for
a big walking lie.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to say anything yet.
Yeah. So it comes down to your personal growth of
and putting the time and the work to do it.
Yeah.
I like this topic. I enjoy this type.
No,
of stuff.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But to certain people, maybe trash, blah blah. There's certain things they talk about. Oh, get to the exciting things. I want to see them bicker. I want to see them go back and let me get my popcorn. That's gonna be really, really interesting. I want to see them fight with things like this, like controversy. Right, is what builds that. So
drama.
Yeah, drama. With things like this, it's like, that's playing more into you building yourself to be a better version of yourself. That's why it's called the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So too much stuff in the world is like, be what you want to be, Do what you want to do. Not telling you about possible ramifications. Blah 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 blah. Have sex with whoever. How many times? Blah 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 blah. Speak how you want. David, live you. All this other stuff, right? But not making you be logical. Potential consequences. Do this, but this is this. You're a grown person. Do this, but this is this. It's not the second part. It's a byproduct of how the world is, how fucked up it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these things stay, boy, they don't get canceled because they're part of the program, they're part of the agenda.
They're part of the problem.
Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, they're helping build more toxic youth. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yep.
CIA and shit, putting all that shit in the hood. Yeah. That's gonna corrupt our youth, especially the black community, which is the most powerful, and the genes and all the artifacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keep that aboard. Absolutely. And that's why the healthy shit get like is shadow banned and shit. You gotta look for it. It ain't popping up.
Yep.
Yeah, shit. You gotta look for it.
Why is it
You know what I'm saying?
that well, this is for a whole other show, but like salads and stuff, when they do have it, in the fast food place, costs way more than hamburger and fries.
Organic
Ugh.
costs way more.
It's like an arm and a leg. Jesus
Artificial
Christ.
preservatives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Probably go to McDonald's and get like, oh, I want the dollar menu.
Yeah, and
but then if you trying to get a salad, fruits, produce,
way more,
vegetables.
How about Wendy's? The biggie bag. The biggie bag got a hamburger, a chicken nuggets, fries, and a soda.
Yeah, it's profitable.
Back in the days, it was you either get a hamburger and fries or chicken.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when I had this was years ago. As a teen, when I was like, I had like a $20 to my name until I got the next paycheck. So it's like at that moment it was McDonald's or whatever. But the moment the moment I started to educate myself, even though I have college degrees, the moment I started to learn about life, see things, my third eye was open. I eradicated that stuff. So at the end of the day, certain people are gonna be chosen. That's why they learn so early. You might have a woman or man who their pineal gland is open when they're like 10, when they're like 12 years old, 15, 25.
And some people will never have it open.
Yeah, because they're not chosen.
Yep, definitely.
They're not chosen. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got a plan for you. It ain't your time to go yet. They got a plan for you. You've been through all this stuff because you're built for greatness. So you got to go through it so you could appreciate it and not be a silver spoon baby. You know what I'm saying? And spoiled because you're going to hold yourself accountable. You're going to incorporate discipline because it took you a lot to get it. So you ain't going to do no irrational stuff to lose it all.
Yeah, that's
true. You're going to think logical. We need you. You are our dream. Ancestors could be talking. Yep. You can't hear them though. You are our dream. Keep doing this. We're going to reward you in the end. Yep. You are our dream, but it needs to be consistent. We're going to throw certain rocks in the road, bumps in the road to see if you could handle it and if you really want it. That's going to prove that you really want it and you are who you are. But if it ain't, they all going to be talking amongst themselves, having a meeting. Man, another one bites the dust. Okay. Who else can we find? Because another one bite the dust. They caved in. They switched up. They was playing two sides of the fence. They switched up. Now we gotta look for somebody else. Another one bit the dust.
And who knows when that could be? It could be another 100 years in your lineage before somebody else comes.
So you have the proclivity to break your generational curse.
Yep.
To heal your bloodline. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Some people who are the black sheep of their family do that. But they gotta tap in. They gotta remember
why they became the black sheep.
And why they're different. You're gonna be special. Yep, I had to tell my niece that. Sometimes it's other people that help you realize it because maybe you don't know. You just have all these things and you're young, your brain's not developed yet, even though you're intelligent, it's just not registering well. You need somebody else to be, I was in your shoes, I was your age once, you was never my age. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you real quick. Let me tell you this. You're special, you're different from those other girls. Don't do what they do. You're built for something more. They gonna fade into the dust. You ain't. If you take this path, you ain't.
Yeah, that's true.
I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it in you. You may not be able to see it in you. I see it in you. And I got more experience. I see it in you. You built for greatness. You built for greatness.
Do you hear that?
What?
It's the preacher in you coming out. You hear this, people? Preach
So that's
on.
why now, at 19 years old, she knows because she said it to me the other day. If I'm dating, nice. I'm dating for a purpose. Does he have a job? Does
Good
he
for
this?
her.
If something was that, but she ain't think like that before.
Of course not.
You see? So you got that power. Sometimes people, the ancestors, God put somebody in your life to kind of just, they need to know this. Give them a nudge a little bit.
Yeah.
Give them a nudge a little bit.
Just point them in the right direction.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're different. That's why you were doing different things. That's why you had these things in your mind going on. Your mind can't shut off. Insomnia, blah, blah, blah. You built different. Don't you see it? Are any of your friends like you? She's like, no. You're built for greatness because you're special. You got a special purpose. Definitely different from them. You're going to break ties eventually.
Yeah. And that's okay.
She got on board. Now her third eye is open. She knows. And if I see her slipping and I hear about it because her mom's going to call me, are we going to have another conversation? She got positive role models in her life that are showing her the epitome of real men. And she seen me consistent. Because the way I am here is how I am with my family. They know it. I ain't acting. They know about it. They know about the lifestyle, everything. Some people got to hide from that. My family don't know. They know. And at the end of the day, I hold them accountable too. Just like I hold everybody else here. So you ain't got no chance. And you a stranger? What? You That's my tough. Girl? You my girl. We not related, but you my girl. But one time I had to check my mom because she was not doing the right thing and saying the right thing. And I told her the best thing you could do is pray. Stop talking. Because the woman's words are powerful. You were reverent. What you doing? Had to put her into perspective too.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, like, it comes down to consistency. You put in the word consistently. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna elevate in this in this capacity, and you're gonna start to see other things. Abundance. That's what you're gonna start to see. Abundance.
This man is
so I could say, I want this. It's already mine because the universe told me. If I want it, it's already mine. Sometimes I don't look at shit. I don't look at certain women and you with your man. You trying to flirt with me in front of you? Shit, what did I do without me doing anything?
Yeah.
Right in front of you. I feel bad for you. If I ever shook your hand, if I was ever around you, if we were through drinks back, if you're your girl trying to pump up on me, I ain't doing that. Wives, relatives, whatever it is, I ain't doing it. Integrity.
Yeah.
But they flocking like a moth to a flame. I'm trying to tone shit down. I ain't trying to let them see me too much. Trying to let them see me too much.
Yep.
You see, so it's integrity over income, elevation, finding out you a God and getting into your power, finding your purpose, and how you gonna serve that person or the people.
Yep.
In a relationship, business, in a relationship, when a man serves a woman, he's providing and protecting. When the woman is serving the man, she's submitting and nurturing. And all of that ties into the same thing. Because when she submits, she's going to bring out that nurturer.
That's true.
You know, so that's what it comes down to. Most of the time they speak through me. So people may think that sounds crazy. People may think, well, do you hear them? Do you see them? People that are really in tune, who fast and stuff of that nature, know what I'm saying is not crazy. They know it. There ain't no such thing as miracles. It's meant to be. Written in the stars already.
Mm.
It's meant to be. It ain't luck. You blessed or you not. You blessed or you're not. It's not luck. Create our own luck. Create our own luck. Because we're gods with amnesia. So at the end of the day, you know who the boss is. God. You know who the boss is. So ultimately, like, you know you serving him. That everything that's going on in this world or whatever it is, transgender, whatever, blah, blah, fighting my nature, you know he wouldn't approve. No, he wouldn't approve. And I'm not telling people to get religious. I'm not telling people to get that. I'm telling you get more spiritual than religious. Because there are hypocrites who say they're religious.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And there are some who really are the way they are and consistent with it. But get more spiritual. You're going to get more in tune with yourself. And you're going to know yourself. When you know yourself, you're going to find God. Because you're going to realize God is in you. Man and woman. So ultimately, like when you are doing all these things, yes, you get divine assistance. They might have touched you in their dreams, gave you like electricity. You know what I'm saying? Now you got powers. And you just start to dive in intuitively. Oh, wow, just came up with an idea. Wow, creativity. Where does that come from? You think that's just you? It's divine assistance. You tapping into your power. You realize you're a god or a goddess. You know, you nurture, you submit, you serve the man. That's you getting into your power. You are powerful in that sense because the byproduct is how he's going to treat you. The byproduct is his happiness. And if he's happy, you're going to be happy. That's power. The man providing and protecting, you getting back into your power. Being an educator, teaching her, making her hold herself accountable when she's doing stupid stuff that isn't representing you or the relationship in a positive way. You know, check on that. You ain't gonna be scared. You doing your due diligence. And when you see that you're doing that, you're gonna start to get the woman to invest more into you. And part of her investment is her loyalty. Yeah, that's a fact. So people may look at cheating in whatever different ways or whatever it is, but it don't matter if you get in the cheeks. If I'm able to get to her, even verbally, DMs and shit, and she's interacting with me, you ain't got that much power. If I could really see her like that, and that, god damn, she got that tattoo back there. Okay, you ain't got that much power.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, like it's getting back into our nature. We get back into our nature. We get in tune with our DNA. And now body and spirit become one. I heard that shit from The Last Dragon. You ever saw The Last Dragon? Yeah, with Bruce Leroy. But I'm not just saying shit I saw. I believe it though. I believe it.
I know, but the way you
But I
said
heard
it, you're
him.
like,
Yeah,
and then
like
you're like,
it's like the beginning
I
part. He
saw
was
that.
outside meditating,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
his brother was like, "Oh, go get your brother. Hey, meathead or some shit." He called him. He called him something. It was Leroy, whatever. He called him like a condescending nickname. And he comes down, mama son, whatever, father son, papa son. And then he sits down and he's talking about the body and the mind as one. And that's why he had the glow. Black history, first black man to have the glow. To have the glow. You know what I'm saying? That's aura. He was in his God mode in that part of the movie because that was the whole journey and concept of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got in his God power. It wasn't Dragon Ball Z, even though I'm a fan of that Goku. Nah, it was Bruce Leroy.
Was he
He was in his
meditating?
Super Saiyan.
Was he meditating when his brother was calling him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he said the mind and the body.
So it's all about the journey, and you don't have to do as quick as the next person. As long as you trying, you better than somebody who isn't. Yep. Remember the tortoise and the hare story. What happened? Overconfident. Oh, I'm beating you, da 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 da. So he's like, oh, he ain't going nowhere. He's far away. Let me take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
He taking a nap. Like, I'm good. Do 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 do. And then he loses the race because the tortoise got to the finish line and he couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
He underestimated him. He was overly cocky. And the moral of the story is slow and steady wins the race.
Yep. Definitely.
So it's like it's never too late to start something. But get into it now. Like start learning now and then just
Yeah.
stay consistent with it. But go at your own
Exactly.
pace.
Stay consistent.
You know, go
Yep.
at your own pace. And people out there who are trying to date, be honest with the counterpart. You go out there and first date, like, don't be like, oh, he's handsome. I don't want to miss out this opportunity. Be like, listen, I'm on my healing journey. I would like to engage with you. Can you wait?
Mm.
I'm celibate. I'm not dating nobody else. Can you wait? Women, be honest. We don't talk about that often. Women, be honest with guys. Guys, be honest with women. Yo, this is what I'm bringing to the table, blah, blah, blah. About this, that. You see me, you know, I'm here, whatever. This is what I want to do. Don't say you're going with the flow and then you really this way. Don't say, I'm not emotional when I get in a relationship. And then you do and you become territorial. How you dress like that? That's a man getting in his emotion. That's a man's emotion. It's different from a woman's emotion. That's a man getting emotional with the woman because he cares. The man who's emotionless, oh no problem. She posts her booty online. Who cares? I'm the one getting the cheeks. You in the DM. You in the comments. Who cares? I'm double tapping the titties.
Oh my Lord.
That's a man that's not emotional. Possessiveness and territorial is emotional. So he's not emotional. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about that, knowing ourselves. Third eye opens in every type of situation, especially dating and relationships. You start to pick up on the opposing person's nature. And that helps you not to project. That's one of the biggest like downfalls in relationship. Projection.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm leaving you because you just don't cook for me.
I just
And you and my love language is cooking for my man. So if you never cooked for me, you don't love me. I'm leaving you. I'm cheating. The man is like, yo, you know, like, yo, you just never pick out where we're gonna go eat. Are you interested? Are you interested in me? Like, I just want to know. Like, why don't you initially do shit? Like, when I come home, how come shit ain't on the table? House ain't clean. How come I can't get a massage? And I work the 12-hour shift. You see? But if he's emotional, he's gonna put down his standards of what he likes. When I get home, this is what I like. Blah 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 blah. And when I want you to do these are things that's gonna make me present in the dynamic. See, I know myself, girl, so I know what's gonna make me be distant towards you and what's gonna make me give you rewards. So I'm not telling you what to do. You could do what you want to do, but there's consequences. So based off your energy, I'm gonna give you energy too. It might not be what you like. It's not manipulation. It's telling you because I know myself. So if you're not coming in here being submissive, the byproduct is you're gonna be a single woman. If you're not coming in here and trying to learn the foods that I like and stuff of that nature and make me happy, the things are like we probably not gonna spend quality time because I gotta cook my own food. And on top of that, now I gotta get back up early to go to my job. So now can't even give you quality time. But if you're smart, you could be like, I'm gonna plan all these things out. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe I don't like this because I like things in order. But maybe she knows what he wants to wear. She has his stuff ironed already and shit ready to go the next day. Let's watch a movie on the couch, baby. What do you think? Oh, okay, I got some time. Oh, I ain't gotta do all this stuff. I got 2 hours to spend. So now he got like at least an hour to spend with her. But if none of that stuff is done, you see what I'm saying? It's all about that. It's knowing yourself. If you know yourself, both parties will just put shit on the table the right way of how it should be. Because I love myself first. So I need to know what's gonna make me present first. Because if I'm present and I'm good with myself, I could be 100% for you. But if I'm not, I'm depressed. I have to suppress my masculinity. I can't. The woman is saying, if I'm not gonna give my all, if I can't trust you and respect you, I can't be 100%. Okay, so now here's the communication with the guy. What's gonna make you trust me and respect me?
Mm.
Oh well, you not liking girls' pictures. You not doing this. You not doing that. Um, well, that's just something that I do. I'm not gonna leave that. And then now it's like a ball in her court. Are you leaving or staying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
she won't even say some shit like that because women know men are born polyamorous. They try to force them to fight their ancestry. Manipulation. That would be something just it's not gonna be real. I just don't hypothetical. But it will be something like, well, what's gonna make me trust you and respect you? If you're consistent,
Mm.
if you're this, if you're that. And that could be on the first date.
Yeah.
And then it's not him acting because a man will eventually expose himself.
Well, I think anybody will eventually
Yes,
expose
but the
themselves.
man will if she's saying because women need to trust and respect men more. That's what I'm saying. It's not common you hear men say I need to trust and respect you. That's the traditional guy.
Oh,
But a
gotcha.
woman, every woman, traditional, feminist, whatever she is, bisexual, modern, they all want the same thing when it pertains to the opposite sex. Trust and respect. That's how they are the most present. So if she's actually not being scared and she has the guts to articulate these things, well, this is what's gonna make me trust and respect you. Integrity. First date. In his mind, oh, that's already in me. They're gonna be a perfect match. You see, she's not telling him what to do. She's not telling him things. He's already doing it. He's offering. He said, "Oh, I didn't need to tell him to hold the door. It's not you, girl. It's in me. I
Mm.
would do it to the old lady if I was going to the store, and she was behind me in a wheelchair with crutches, or in general,
Yeah.
it's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take that for a sense. It's a guy, young man, old man. I do that.
Yeah.
I'm courteous. I'm
Yeah.
chivalrous by nature.
Exactly.
The extra and beyond is certain people, family, girl, whatever. But I'm chivalrous by nature, so she finds her perfect match. The guy, oh, I like integrity. Oh yeah, I'm that. Eventually he gonna slip up because he ain't, and she gonna pay attention to that. Yeah, that's the byproduct. She might not um tell him because she
Mm.
doesn't have the guts. Oh, this is why I changed. You see,
Mm-hmm.
but it happens. She keeps it to herself. Yeah. So the biggest thing is knowing yourself. If you know yourself, slowly your third eye will open and you will start to create abundance.
Mm-hmm.
hmm And when you can create abundance, like so much avenues for you, you're the outlet. People are plugging into you.
Yeah.
And you could kind of like determine who you want people to plug in
Yeah. Have your
from you
boundaries.
because some people are gonna just use you to drain. Oh, I'm so toxic. Then she drains you, and she's like taking a lot of my energy. She's draining me in all ways. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm this, that, stress, anxiety, depression, and she's just going. You know.
Mm.
And women need to be careful because as they dive into their spirituality, their energy is going to be more sensitive. So remember, women control that. So if her energy's more sensitive and she's getting these toxic dudes, oh man, it's gonna be bad for her. She's gonna be like draining so bad.
Mm.
Start doing toxic shit, uncharacteristic shit. Where's this coming from? Evil energies around you. And you're more susceptible to harm and potential risk of danger than the man.
Mm.
Because you're diving more into your power. Remember, I said women control that aspect, the spiritual realm.
Yeah. And plus,
Mm-hmm.
if she's with a guy like that, her third eye that was open is gonna start getting closed
Yup.
all over again.
Yeah, and they could come to shows like this and podcasts like this to learn about this,
Mm-hmm.
and they could do their own research because I'm not saying anything that's not true.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So, any final thoughts?
Nope. I love these topics that we have, and we should do them more often.
Yup. Once again, you come to the most raw, uncut, unapologetic, different, real, intense podcast, the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
Peace.
Peace.